All right, how are we doing, guys? My name is Ben,
This is Andrew.
and we're continuing with Dr. Stone, episode 14, Master of Flame. Go ahead and recap, sir.
So last episode, we left off after they got the sulfuric acid. They came back with it, and they were like, "Yeah, we're pretty much almost done." They got the boiling, they got all the stuff made, so they could boil all these chemicals and everything. And they got pretty much literally everything done on the chart except for they needed alcohol. And the grandpa brought up and was like, "Well, tomorrow's the grand bout, and if you win the grand bout, the villagers will just give you all the alcohol you could ever dream of, pretty much. You don't know what to do with it." And Senku was like, "Aha, perfect timing, my dude." He was like, "Now if we can just get Genro and Kinro to win, we'll be chilling. We'll have the alcohol, we'll be done." And then um but then they had to came up with a plan to rig it. Kinro was like, "I'm not doing this. This is enough. Rules are rules. Good old rules are rules thing," he says. And then he asked Kohaku how she felt, and she was like, "Well, if it gets us one step closer to helping Ruri, it's worth it." So he was like, "Oh, I guess."
Because, well, he was saying that he was not going to be participating in the rigging, and everyone else was like, "It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're gonna be surrendering to you, so you're participating whether you like it or not."
They were saying like, "You're not even really rigging it. We're the ones rigging it. You're still gonna go 100%.
Yeah, you're just gonna be the winner."
Yeah, you're just gonna be the winner. So, then they emphasized that the one thing they didn't want was him to fight Magma first, and so they get in there. And there is no rules about outsiders being in the grand bout, so they got Senku in to be a part of the rigging. So then they actually get the list up or the tournament bracket up, and the first fight is literally Magma and Kinro. Literally what they didn't want. So they start fighting. Kinro's putting up a good fight. Magma's like, "Yeah, you're pretty strong compared to last time," but then Magma starts crapping on him. And then Suika came back because Mantle came and lied and said that she was drowning in the first place. And then they're like, "Nah, she's lying, bro." Or he's lying. And then Kawaku was like, "Nah, I gotta go save her because I know he's lying, but if there's that slight chance he isn't lying and I let her die, then I'm gonna feel like it's all on me type thing, or it's gonna be on my hands." So she went and did that. But yeah, back to the fight. Suika gets back there. She then gives her helmet to Kinro because she notices that he's squinting his eyes a lot. And she knows that he probably has the same problem she had. So she throws the helmet onto his head, and next thing you know, my man literally looks like he just reached a whole nother level, and he just straight up poops on Magma. And he goes, "Yeah, bro, if I had these a long time ago, this wouldn't even been a fight. I would have did this. You would have got crapped on, my dude." So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. So I guess we still got the rest of the grand bout to go.
And Kohaku is still looking for the looking at the river.
Oh, she's still looking.
Yes, because she did not come back with Suika.
That's right. Also, that's a free win for Senku if they get to Senku. Huh. Okay.
All right. And go ahead and head to the link in the description below for the reaction.
Yes, sir.
Oh. All right. Take the lead, sir.
So we left back off on the tournament. We had Genro's fight, and I guess he left a bunch of those tea leaves in his mouth, and he just went to town on those suckers. And he instantly gained the craziest caffeine boost ever. And he ended up beating the dude he fought, but he also got the crap beat out of him. But he was had such a caffeine rush that he didn't even care. They got the crappy out of him and was able to push the dude off the cliff.
Man thought he looked like Hercules, my guy.
Yo, facts,
he thought he was looking like Tsukasa over here.
Dude, facts, bro. I saw him like pump up for a minute. I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" And then I saw a thing like on the side where it was like, "Note to self: This is how Ginro is viewing himself, not what he actually looks like." So we got that. See, he ended up getting the craps. So he had to go take a duty afterwards, and then we had Chrome versus Magma, and he starts off getting the crap beat out of him, and then very fast. But he also thought very fast and grabbed Suika's mask after he got broken up for Magma from the fight with Kinro, and took the piece he had, stuck it on the end of his stick, and or his staff, I guess, whatever the thing is,
Mhm.
and he used the lens and the sweat in from the sweat on he used the lens and the sweat from his forehead that dripped onto the lens to burn his clothes. That was extremely smart.
You
But
do you
obviously,
understand how that works? How it worked?
yes, because it's kind of like the whole theory with it's kind of like how you ever see like back when you were a kid, you used to put like the magnifying glass outside and like burn ants or whatever.
Well, yeah,
But
yeah. I was talking about the lens portion of it, though.
doing like the oh yeah, because he said if it's flipped one way, it puts it into like a beam almost.
Yeah,
But if it's flipped the other way, it just disperses it out
yeah.
like outward. So yeah,
Okay.
makes sense. Makes sense.
So I'm just saying,
S-
do you get how he turned the one that was dispersing it into one that was
yeah,
instead focusing it at one point?
yeah. He used this. That was his sweat and tears, wasn't it? What he
Yeah,
was using. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's what
but
made
I'm
it
saying,
into
do you
that.
get the process of what he did?
Kind of.
Okay, so think back to like eighth or ninth grade, probably
Uh-huh.
probably like ninth grade. Like if you
Mhm.
took a penny and you took like one of
Mhm.
those dropper things and you put it and you kept dripping water on it,
Yeah.
it would create a bubble on top, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So and it wouldn't and until it reached like a certain amount, it wouldn't overflow.
Yeah.
So that's what he did. He created a bubble up top, so it created a I believe it's
Mm,
convex.
okay.
So it created that bubble, which would have been as if the lens was flipped over.
So then he had to. That's why he had to hold it completely still.
Yeah.
So it would. Okay, it makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, but also it wasn't just him though, because if it wasn't for my man's Gin to come out of nowhere and act like he casted a spell on what's his name, he would have been screwed.
Yeah, because he
Because
Magma thought that he was the sorcerer.
yeah, and because Magma was getting ready to swing, and then Gin was like, "Oh, remember me? Yeah, I'm gonna make it so you can't move, can't take a single step without your heart combusting." So, yeah, um,
I just love the
eh,
way they did that because
yeah,
it was like, if you move, you die, and he was like, well, there's using sorcery on me, isn't this against the rules? And Sig was like, not if it's a taunt. We're just taunting.
yeah,
We could be taunting you. Why don't you just try to move and see if find
yeah,
out? It's like,
yeah, facts. He's
if
like,
he
"Yeah,
totally
technically,
moved, he could have just knocked. He could have just
yeah,
won right there.
yeah, it was 100% mentalist, bro, mental game, baby."
He was like,
But
bro,
yeah,
anyone will do anything to be lazy.
so then my man Chrome decided to hit him with he was able to get him with the beam, man, combusting some fire. And he's like, I'm not gonna be a murderer today. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna hit you directly in your balls and make you fall off the edge and fall into the water.
Still
So
gets
here
what you
you go.
deserve, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
But I'm not going to
exactly.
kill you, though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So then he knocks him off, and then yeah, he wins the fight.
All right, so now
And
we got Chrome on one side, and then we got
yeah,
Senku and Genro
Senku
on
and
the other.
Genro. Yeah, they're just gonna throw that fight. I'm
So
pretty
who's
sure. I'm pretty
you,
sure Senku's gonna throw it to Genro, if I'm not mistaken.
okay?
Or Genro might not be in shape to even show up, maybe. Oh no, he was there at the end.
Yeah,
He
he was
saw the
there. He
fight.
was there.
Yeah, he was there. He was done pooping at that point. But maybe he throws it. So maybe the Chrome thing does happen. Maybe he does. Maybe Chrome does win it all. I'm
Hey,
thinking,
I mean that'd be the plan.
yeah,
It'd
because
be easy enough because they said it was a total victory
yeah,
design.
because
So
because right now the last three people are all part of the same team. So
I
now
mean
it's kind
they
of
all
like,
everyone knows that that Chrome likes Ruri.
yeah. So it's pretty much like they can throw one. It doesn't matter who throws the Genro and Senku fight because they're just gonna like Chrome win. So it's
Yeah,
like it doesn't really matter.
it's a done deal pretty much. So
Senku's gonna be like, "Oh, sweep my feet and then punch me." Oh no, I lost. And then Genro's gonna be like, "Yo, just whack me in the head and I'll fall and die."
I'll fall and die. Oh my gosh. Okay.
He actually dies too. Like he just like somehow forces his heart to stop and dies.
I mean,
But yeah, yeah.
what if he?
Solid.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's allergic to caffeine.
He explodes, like his body just implodes, like it just like where did he go? Yeah, he just imploded. He literally just like got sucked into himself.
He became an instant diabetic because he had honey. So it's
Yeah,
like
true. Yeah.
that was pretty not it's not sugar, but it's
Yeah,
it's
pretty
sweetener.
close.
So
Yeah, yeah. But
it's
yeah.
like that's like type 0.1 diabetes right there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even like a real thing.
But
Okay. So now they
That's
they get alcohol, which is what they need
Yep.
for the cure all. So I
Yep.
mean, as long as one of them wins, which they're the only 3 competitors, so
Yeah, they're gonna win no matter what. So
very true. All right, so we're gonna move on. Right, if you guys would like to support us, you can like, comment, or subscribe, or maybe a combination of each. They're all free. Also, check out links in the description for our Twitches and the Patreon if you want to further support us that way. Other than that, we will see you all in the next one.
deuces.